Maka-record.
Stanley.
Stanley
Hello,
Stanley has a message.
I guess it's your turn, Stanley.
Yeah, he has a message. Stanley.
Actually, it's the first time that I've heard about that incident that happened to Miss Joanna, regarding that Sai Baba follower.
It's a Facebook.
So yes, in Facebook. Actually, if we read the story earlier, it's connected to that incident when Nana, this follower, this Nana, judged Sai Baba about eating onion.
Yeah.
'Di ba Miss Dinah, you were asking about why Nana became so judgmental about Baba eating onion, because in Hindu culture they have this belief that onions can lower your vibration, your spiritual vibration. It has something to do with Ayurveda. But kaya Baba said that he who has the power to consume onion should do so, because Sai Baba is the Lord in flesh as a guru. So the universal power is in him to do so. Kumbaga, well, he has no limitation to do that. Now, some people, even those who claim that they are disciples or followers of, let's say, for example, Mohanji or Sai Baba, sometimes we still have this discriminative mind that we judge the guru or the spiritual teacher based on our own personal biases or belief, which comes from the ego. But people who are more evolved, like what Miss Sandra said, should look at it with compassion. In the case of Baba, she saw right through Nana. So that act of admonishing Nana is somehow he broke Nana's ego. Kasi that's what happens sometimes. No, not sometimes, but at times it happens that a guru, if you don't show your qualities, he has the power to break someone else's ego and preconceived biases.
Yes.
And actually, that's a grace. The guru does not do it in order to hurt the disciple, but to liberate him.
Yes.
Wow, so
That's
beautiful.
And the thing is, on a practical basis, on a daily basis, we don't judge someone from afar. We have not even approached him. We already judge him from afar. So this on the practical thing that I would, when we see someone doing something that's we think in our judgment is not right, and you are kind of confused, I think the approach would be on a practical way on a daily basis is approach the person and ask him, whether it's your friend or your husband or whoever, help me understand, why did you do this? Instead of why, and then started, making judgment. I think we should ask, help me understand why you said this or why you did this. I think that's the better approach rather than automatically judging them.
Yes.
So I think that this judgment thing, being judgmental, is common. I mean, we're human. And depending on how we were raised, in what society or family or whatever, um, we kind of, I think as a child, you're not judgmental as a child. But when you hear parents or teachers, coach or elders, anybody on authority start judging others, I think we kind of it's a learned behavior, because I have yet to see a young child making judgment. It's only when they hear adults making judgment about something, about somebody, and they thought and they learned that. So for me, from my point of view, it's a learned behavior as a human, part of our being human. But Baba showed to us that we can transcend our weaknesses with insight and with understanding, of course. That's why I think throughout the Satsaritra reading, I can almost every chapter, Baba is teaching us how to control our predilections, or we're karmic. I think part of that is our karmic predilections based on our past lives, but at the same time as human beings. So it's constant reminder of ourselves to watch our thoughts, our speech, and our actions. So that is the lesson.
Yes.
And Mohanji too told us that we should be very careful on judging masters, because it has a very big karmic effect on us. Like 80,000 lifetimes you have to wait for in order to find another guru, something like that. That's so depressing, for the soul who wants to get liberation, and you still have to wait or take many lifetimes. You have to take many rebirths just to see your guru again. And it's we have to be very careful with judging, because we don't
Especially masters.
yeah, especially masters. Better to sip our
Yes.
yeah. And I think Stanley has a revelation today regarding his meditation. Stanley, maybe you want to share
Oh,
us the message you got.
okay. So during the past days, when I was meditating, um, there are flashes of insight uh, going going in. So this started, I think, 4 days ago. So each time that I do meditation in in the morning, um, always there are flashes of thoughts that it reminds that you need to meet Mohanji now and and take initiation from him. So during the past days, I wasn't really minding that. I wasn't really minding that until yesterday when I went to the meditation center of self-realization fellowship of Yogananda. I meditated. I had my deep meditation there for about an hour. So I when I sat down, I look at the picture of Babaji. Yeah, I told him that, oh, okay, Babaji, if you would allow, if this is really the will of the Supreme Lord to to for us to meet uh Mohanji and take initiation from him, please let me know. I want to confirm. So when I had this meditation, actually the thought that was passing through me from the past 3 days, it came back, but it was stronger. Actually, it was stronger. Like, said, go on, take the initiation now and meet Mohanji. Actually, it gave a date before 2025. So
Oh.
I did not, I did not I don't take those, actually I don't take those flashes with in a grain of salt, not until someone, two or three, gives a confirmation about what I've heard, or what someone confirms that thought. And actually, there are two people who confirmed all of this to me. Actually, one is a very close friend of both Ate Rose and Joanna
Mhm.
Mataji. She called me a week ago, and then she said to me that, Stanley, you're talking to Babaji, and Babaji's talking to you. Huh? How did you know? Ate, yes, I was shocked kasi I don't really share this intimate or personal communications with other people until now that Joanna told me na you can share so that people would have this inspiration. So these things were confirmed by people that I haven't really opened up. They just tell me na Stanley this, Stanley that.
Wow.
So okay, regardless of that, what I got from this is that Mohanji, there's a message that Mohanji is um gathering all of his disciples from previous incarnation now in this lifetime at a faster rate. And this call is heard, is experienced even from people who hasn't met or even hasn't heard about Mohanji. And I think it's happening on a mass scale. So uh how paano sabihin tayong minamadali in English?
Sense of urgency. There's a
Like there's a sense of urgency. I don't know why or how, but those messages has the sense of urgency in them. And Joanna confirmed this to me that in her dreams she hasn't shared this to me, not until we talked uh, earlier, na that was also the message that she is receiving.
Mhm.
I don't know if anyone else is having um that message. So I f- I feel that Mohanji is urging everyone now, because we are at the time where there is a critical mass awakening happening right now
Mm.
in our world.
Okay, Sandra wants to say something.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm actually
Sandra?
trying to get out of my seat, trying to get your attention. Yes, it's happening. We are at end of an age. We know it as Kali Yuga.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there was a message that came through on one of the internal groups, all right, via Madhu. Madhu is our CEO of Mohanji Foundation. So he is very close to Mohanji, and the message was, we've only got 2 years to have the Mohanji Centers of Benevolence up and running. It's critical, only 2 years. So the 2 years, Stanley, is 2023 and 2024. It has to be ready before 2025.
Yes. Yes.
2025. Massive,
Yes,
massive
yes.
scale. Okay, let me just go back, right? So what Mohanji also said a few years ago, because when Mohanji talks, nothing escapes my head. It's like it goes in and stays there, and I get stuck there. It's like, how come nobody else has picked it up or nobody remembers this? I don't forget anything. Mohanji said a few years ago, there's a massive shift also happening in December. And I get a feeling it's sort of mid-December to the end of December. Okay? So that shift, I would think it's more a geographic shift to something happening on the earth that will impact a lot of lives, Stanley, you know? And the thing is, the huge awakening shift, 2025, bang on. No more time. We're at an end of an age. A massive awakening is happening. How do I know this? It's because I'm a Maitri healer. And the people that are reaching me all throughout the world, sometimes I have to use Google Translate to communicate with them. But I find people that I don't know, never spoke to, reaching out to connect to Mohanji's energy. However, Mohanji, and also Mohanji is a guru that's calling you. If you are if you're eligible through your lifetimes, you're here for a reason. He's not going to make you miss that bus. But it also comes to the point where you have got to also realize, right? You got to catch that bus too, right?
Yes.
There's no time left. There is no time left. My sense of urgency is out of this world. I feel like I'm on really, I really feel that whoever's joining, we're on this rocket. I don't think it's a bus, I mean, right? It's a bus sometimes. I feel like we're on the rocket and we are going up. No, Stanley, are you feeling it?
Yes.
Dinah has a sense of it.
Yes.
I'm not.
Realize.
I have a question. I have a question.
Yeah.
Because I don't have that. I don't feel that what you're sharing with me about
The urgency.
that urgency.
I know.
I'm not sure if I'm resistant or what, but I don't have that.
Not yet.
Whatever you're describing, I don't know
I
if
hear
it's
you.
connected to a Mohanji or what, but
No, it's all the masters. There's a handful of masters like Mohanji in the world, only a handful. Very few of them. Not everyone is eligible. They call themselves masters, but they're not. Okay? Mohanji is unpretentious. You look at him, he's so simple. Yeah, he doesn't dress up, no ornaments, no jewelry, nothing. He's the most simple and unassuming person. And Dinah, I pick up that you've been joining people that are really not as connected as you. So you haven't actually synced with the energy. You listen to Diana, you listen to Rose. Rose is astral traveling like you can't imagine. Not even Rose realized it until suddenly someone points it out to her that, hey, something big time is happening in your life. Stanley, for sure you're gone. For sure. I mean, Joanna's having dreams. That tells you that. And Dinah, this is the first time you're joining like-minded people, darling. First time you're having a connection here, a spiritual connection, which means a universal connection. Your world comes from intellectual connections. You're ready. And you think you're not, and you're not feeling it. You wouldn't be here if you weren't. I'm not asking you to start running and jumping and, getting into all this. For me, I'm high energy all the time. I talk with my hands, my words. When I write, my energy is always high. I'm always high. You talk to me one-on-one, you'll feel my energy. But you are the same. I don't find you any different.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever think you're different, no way. You are, we all are the same. We are the same.
I'm very passionate.
I know you are, but you
But
feel
what I'm saying is, I don't have those messages. Maybe I feel like I'm through others, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You're getting it now.
maybe when Joanne and Wiwi meet
Yeah.
Mohanji, I will be there with them. And I know I'm going to be there with them because I can't be there physically.
No,
But
you're not going to be.
emotionally,
You are.
everything, I'm
are.
with them.
You are.
Mm-mm.
Because what is real? Here and now is real. Past, gone. Do not look back. What's done is done. Future hasn't happened yet. Mohanji says, what is real in absolute reality is here and now. And we are creator beings. We, you and I, are creator beings. So we get to decide. And yes, there is a massive calling. People are coming because it's like their atmic, their soul state. They're responding at soul level. These dreams Stanley is having, these premonitions, these messages, it's happening all over. Stanley, a massive awakening is happening.
Yeah.
It has been happening for a few years, but I feel this year especially, I feel like,
Yeah.
extra. They've just, it's like they turned up the volume, So everything is, yeah. So, please, 2020, 2 years, like I told Joanna and Wiwi, it will fly. It will fly. Let's be ready. Let's do what we have to do and be ready. Mohanji says, he said this a few years ago, he said hundreds and thousands of people will be looking for a Mohanji Center of Benevolence to come for help. Because there will be such an unraveling when people who are a low frequency have to be brought up. They struggle. They will struggle. They will go through a lot more than what we are. Do you understand? With us, the masters are just picking us up. They give us darshan, blessing, by thought, word, or deed. So even I feel Mohanji's presence in the session. I feel Mohanji. He's sitting next to each one of us. He's sitting inside all of us. He's not, for me, he's 360-degree presence. I don't see him as physical. When I look at his picture, I would wink at him, But you must realize that I understand.
Yeah, exactly.
You recognize the physical aspect, but then, I have seen Mohanji's face in the sky from end to end. Like the whole sky is Mohanji's face. Skyline to skyline, which is awesome. Like mind-boggling, So, wow.
And
Let's all work together. Yes.
I would like to add to Miss Dinah that it's okay that you just knew Mohanji now, because this is really the time that we got the chance to know Mohanji too. So don't think about that you're late or what, because your frequency is now matched with our frequency. So don't question that anymore. Just be open, keep your heart open, and never question anymore. So you're here because you are eligible to hear these teachings, these messages. So
Absolutely.
never doubt it. Never doubt yourself, never doubt your soul. So that's
my faith with Baba has really tripled for the past 3 years. And I have been very faithful in reading the Satsaritra to the point that once I read one chapter, I already know what it is, and I already know the lesson. But as I said in my writings before, I always get something new. I never get tired of Satsaritra, because every time there's always something new that I didn't pick up before. So I just have a matter of, I think it's a matter of believing that Mohanji and Sai Baba are one. That's why I'm saying. I mean, it's not a matter of belief. I know it, but
You got
today
to move from
I
no to
I
feel.
asked Baba.
Right.
Yes.
So you got to move from here to here. So as soon as you make that shift, that's when you are universal. Everything else just falls into place. It's about perspective, widening the perspective, because mind is a limitation, right?
Yes.
Mind is here to keep you in 3D.
Yes.
Dimensional states, physicality. If the reason when we do Maitri healing, Mohanji often puts people into deep sleep, because then the mind is gone. And that's when he speeds up the healing. Everything just goes. More is done when we are asleep.
I need to connect with you then. To help me with that. I don't know how to
Yes.
connect with you, so I'll just have to
Message me. Just
Okay.
message. No problem.
just interesting that Stanley mentioned about meditating using with the SRF. I did the same thing last night. This self-realization of Paramahansa Yogananda. I've been listening and meditating using their website for many years, but I stopped doing it recently. But I did it last night, so I had a very beautiful meditation experience last night.
Because they're all the energies with Yogananda and all of that is the same energy.
All one. Yes.
Yeah, one consciousness. It's like Joanna always says that, which I love. She always reminds everyone, synchronicity is key, because everything, it levels the playing field. You know, in our mind, there's so many high, low. That's ego-based logic, you know, where we have a hierarchy. But Mohanji said even an ant has the same soul, the same energy, you know? So a quantum physicists are only finding out now that's what the essence of what, you know, the teachings and whatever is based on what soul is. You know, they're getting there. I must be honest. But look at, we are at the end of an age. Please, honestly, Stanley brought up a very, very important point, because he's also part of this awakening to actually, you know, just make us move a little faster. We need to have some more expediency. And most of all, the reason why I think maybe the message is for you to, Stanley, for you to meet Mohanji is to synchronize. Mohanji does certain, you know, when you meet Mohanji in person, he's able to, there's different types of Shakti path that he gives you, you know. So that's that, you know, yeah, I think maybe it has to deal with that. But, you know, I feel that with Mohanji's 360-degree presence, Mohanji will just think of something and it's done, because he works in the universe. He's out there saving worlds, out there in the cosmos, galaxies, and whatever, you know. So it's not just on our little planet that he's, you know, guru, please. And across dimensions, the complexity of consciousness, mind cannot cognize. We just cannot work it out. I just think let's stay with where we are and bring ourselves to a point where we are in full sync with Mohanji's energy. He'll take care. So don't waste time, for sure. Do not doubt. Mohanji says, trust. Mohanji says, trust. And you know why I'm saying that? Because those words, T-R-U-S-T, changed my life, because I always think, you know, I intellectualize, I analyze, I try to work out, you know, I'm always an alternative thinker, thinking, how can I make this thing work? And that's because I'm thinking that I'm on my own. When I realized Mohanji is with me, because that's why he said, trust me. It's like suddenly I could breathe. And I know that whatever I'm doing, I'm guided. And whatever I say, I'm guided, So I trust myself. And, that is so liberating. That in itself is liberation. I'm humbled to say, and I've become more humble. And I realize there's no ego. I can't say, I don't tell people, what my accolades are in this world anymore. I used to. Trust me, a corporate world, I traveled and I did a lot of things. But I realized, doesn't matter. Who we are is here, complete. It's like a level. There's no high, there's no low. We simply are conscious beings with a power that's beyond our mind. And I'll tell you this, as soon as you get that, I can't wait for this end of age thing. I'm actually so excited. I know it's going to come with like a whole lot of things, but I can't help myself. I'm like excited because I know I am with Mohanji. Mohanji is with me. Everything is good. Everything is good. I'm in the right place, the right time junction space. I feel very blessed to be born in this time, in this age. And I have this unshakable inner conviction that I came to help Mohanji. Who is Mohanji? People are actually do not know who he is. They think he's just a man that woke up. He's consciousness that's taken form of a human being, supreme consciousness. And you know what? No one's going to get it if you don't feel it. You may speak, it'll just go in and out, people are not going to get it. But when you feel him here, so when I say here, I mean so, right? Feel him. You know who he is. So that's why I feel like I'm unshakable in my love for Mohanji.
Can I share something that really, I believe that the trip of Joanna and Wiwi, my support for them, I feel like I'm going with them.
Oh,
I'm going with them, and
so proud of you.
Without I'm helping them in my own little way. But in that help, because I was not interested initially. I was happy for them, but I was not interested to support them, meaning financially or otherwise. But it came to me. Give them a little bit of what is yours.
Oh.
Because you are going with them. So that's why I connected with Joanna. I said, this is what I'm going to do.
That guidance came from Mohanji.
It's not much.
Like, yeah.
And I know it's material things that I'm helping, but I know that with that is a token. It's a token that, again, as a little bit of help, it doesn't matter. But it's the fact that I'm helping them going there is such a joy. I felt like I'm going with them. Even if I'm not there with them, I'm going with them. Oh, I got goosebumps because that's the realization that I got. When I was filling up a form, I said, I'm going with them, even if I'm not there physically. So I just want you to know that Joanna and Wiwi are, I said, they are like our emissaries, our ambassadors.
Yeah. You're right, Miss Dinah. Like what we and I are talking, this trip is not for just for ourselves, but for the whole Philippines, When I was signing up the document for the Mohanji registration on SEC, this document that I'm signing is not just an ordinary document, but a document that signifies a relationship between Philippines and Mohanji. So this trip is not just about me, but for Philippines too. We're carrying our country with us to Mohanji. And hopefully by next year we can invite Mohanji here so he can bless our land and he can bless everyone that's connecting with him. So that's our main aim. So thank you for
Coming.
supporting us, and yeah, I hope we will make it, you know.
You
Oh my
will.
God,
Just
I'm
set
so
the intention.
emotional.
Yeah. Can I tell you, Joanna?
Mhm.
I have this unshakable conviction that when you get the land, Mohanji will come himself and bless
Yeah.
it.
Wow.
He will come to the Philippines physically and bless it. You know, that it's he puts his physical. He doesn't need to do that, but he will come
Yeah.
bodied,
Wow.
right?
Yes.
With his body
Yeah.
and bless.
And
And trust me, I was in that satsang hall that Mohanji energized. I was walking on electricity. It felt like I was magnetized. Once you said you were in the cosmos. Only two people saw that, right? But my hands were shooting electricity. My body was, zzz. I could just feel the hum. And when I do Maitri healing, my hands, I feel Monji's presence, But over there, my whole body was there. So when you go near
Sandra, you
Monji,
should come with Mohanji when he comes to the Philippines. Be our guest. Be
2020,
our guest.
2023. So
Oh my gosh, I
before
am excited now.
2025,
I have this
before
strong feeling. Yeah.
25.
Yeah. So
Yes, and Philippines is a beautiful country, very, very blessed land space. It's part of a mainland. It's just been when the oceans shifted, the Philippines appears to be an island, but it's part of a land mass.
mhm,
You guys know your history, and you're
mhm.
living on anointed land.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
blessed land.
And before I
And
came here, I have very spiritual. I have two spiritual friends, Jasmine and Carol. Jasmine he has a guru, and the guru told him that there's a 5 countries that will going to I don't know, after the great event, these countries will rise up, USA, Australia, India, Philippines, but I forgot the other one. I think it's something Latin America, Brazil. That 5 country. So
well,
Philippines,
are you saying that? So what happens is when the
spiritually,
oceans
yeah.
covered certain land masses, they will recede. So other parts of I have a feeling that there will be parts of the Middle East that will sink because of the fossil fuels.
Mhm.
There's huge spaces that are that are empty over there because of humanity using fossil fuels.
Mhm.
So I believe that shift will be a geographical shift, like in terms of the landmass. And I just feel, because logically, if you think about it, if that sinks in, the tectonic plates will shift. When tectonic plates, they all are enmeshed with each other. Underwater, we can't see it, it's just covered by 3/4 of the ocean. And when there's a shift, the water on the surface of the land shifts. So, yes, I just feel there'll be tremendous changes on the earth. Please get the Mohanji centers of benevolence, get the land, get Mohanji there.
Mhm.
Money will come.
Mhm.
The